I appreciate what you said about our obligation to Ukraine. My question is, what about our obligation to our sovereignty and our borders?
Oh, that's a great question. Great question. So in the House, we passed the H.R. 2, the strongest border security package the House has ever passed. The Senate saw that and just said, okay. And they didn't even bring it up for debate or discussion in the Senate. The quickest path to securing our border, in my belief, is twofold. Number one, this is one of the things, incidentally, with appropriations we're fighting over, is to have border security be a part of the appropriations package. Why would we fund the Department of Homeland Security that does not actually secure the homeland? That makes no sense. Why would we do that? So that's one of the fights that we're having. Then we're going to have it with the Senate and with the White House. Number two, the quickest way is we're going to need a new president of the United States. Because enforcement of our laws, and this is under a Supreme Court ruling back in 2015 actually, when Arizona made a change to their criminal laws where they would ask you if you were in the country illegally, and the media and people on the left side of our politics were like, that's xenophobia, you can't do it. That sounds good when you live in Manhattan, but when you live on the southern border and you have to deal with this every day, it's not xenophobia, this is safety. That's what this is. And so I think we got to take this incredibly seriously. Look, we have an administration that has allowed the drug cartels to make about $12 to $15 billion a year, trafficking people into our country. That's what they're making. It's flat out wrong. So whether we're talking about appropriations or the next presidential election, those are the areas where this is going to be addressed. Now, the long-term ramifications of this. I think by all estimates, by the time Joe Biden is done, there'll be roughly 8 to 10 million more people in the country on asylum. The truth is about the asylum process is only 3 to 5% of the people actually go to the second asylum hearing. They go to the first one to get documents and they disappear, never to be seen again. My view is, this is a legal protocol now, my view is that we have to supercharge those asylum proceedings as quickly as we can. If there are people who do not show, they must be deported immediately. No questions asked. And here's why you got to do this. And people might say, man, that's tough. Why would you do that? People just want to come for a better life. I agree. But you cannot have porous borders and a porous law. If you do that, people take advantage of it. That's why there are 86 people on a terror watch list that have come through our southern border since Joe Biden has taken office. 86. They're on a terror watch list. They attempted to come through our southern border. The 86 are the ones that we caught. Let me posit it that way for you. So you can't continue this anymore. And I think, Mayor, to your point, that's what's happened, and I think those are the fixes to repair it. Melissa.